Empty pockets, hands held tight. In this worn out house we find our light. Bills on the table, but love won't fade. We broke but stay. Memories are made. The roof may leak, the paint might peel, but laughter echoes from our windowsill. Coffee cups chip, but mornings warm. We weather storms in our own form. Neighbors drive by in their fancy cars. We've got less but more in our hearts. No brand new clothes, just tattered lace, but still we smile in this small space. We're broke, but we're here, where the love won't hide. In this old place, with you by my side. No gold or silver, just two worn hands, still building dreams on this busted land. Remember nights under creaky beams, working 2 jobs, chasing faded dreams. The porch light flickers, but it's never cold. Your hand in mine, worth more than gold. The world moves fast with its glitter and gleam, but we hold tight to our simple dream. No mansion tall, no endless space, just us right here in this humble place. We're broke, but we're here, where the love won't hide. In this old place, with you by my side. No gold or silver, just 2 worn hands, still building dreams on this busted land. Maybe someday the storms will clear. Maybe someday new roads appear. But until then, under these beams, we'll keep living inside our dreams. We're broke, but we're here, where the love won't hide. In this old place, with you by my side. No gold or silver, just 2 worn hands, still building dreams on this busted land. Broke but steady, hearts that stay. In this old place, day by day. The road was long, the nights were still, just me and you, and time to fill. No words to speak, no sounds to find. Our hearts held tight, our souls aligned. We drove through miles with windows down, dusty streets in a quiet town. No need to talk, no need to say. The silence was our getaway. Your hand in mine, a steady hold. Stories left in glances told. Every pause between the lines held a story so genuine. No hurried rush, no frantic calls, just patient waiting in these walls. We survived the quiet when no one softer touch, no loud words, just steady glances, living slow, taking chances. The night might bring a restless sound, but in your arms, peace is found. The silence filled with all we need, more than words could ever feed. A gentle place, a quiet space that time can never erase. We survive the quiet when no words belong, built a space for us in a world so strong. In the calm we found our song. After the quiet fades, where we belong. No rush to fill the empty air, in stillness we breathe and care. Our story told in silent ways, growing stronger with each day. We survive the quiet where no words belong, built a space for us in a world so strong. In the calm we found our song. After the quiet fades, where we belong. The silence held us, made us whole. In quiet moments, we found our soul. A worn-out map on the table, lines folded tight. Old porch light flickering, painting soft gold in the night. He left in the springtime, heart full of restless dreams. Chased passing freight trains, chasing far-off sunbeams. But every town he wandered, through every dusty street, there was one question burning: where do two hearts still meet? Through the miles and the memories, something deeper still calls. A place beyond the highways where every lost traveler falls. If you're holding on to something that the world can't take away, where the fields stay green and the sky's never gray, there's a place between heartbeats in the quiet and the hush. That's where love keeps living, where the dust does not rush. She's tending garden roses where the creek bends low. The letters in her drawer from a time long ago. Every bloom a story, every root digs deep. She believes in the kind of love that's a promise to keep. No matter where the road leads or how far the night falls, there's a home that awaits where the heart softly calls. If you're holding on to something that the world can't take away, where the fields stay green and the sky's never gray, there's a place between heartbeats If you're holding on to something that the world can't take away, where the fields stay green and the sky's never gray, there's a place between heartbeats in the quiet and the hush. That's where love keeps living, where the dust does not rush. In the silence of the evening, where dreams softly roam, find your way back to the place where the heart finds home. Out here where the fields stretch wide and free, we lay down stones and build our memories. Dust on our boots, sun in our eyes, we found a place where truth never hides. Remember that night by the riverside, silent stars felt close, almost alive. No need for words, hearts knew the song. In the stillness, we learned to be strong. Times got tough, storms rolled in, but every loss led us to begin. We survived the silence, held our ground in that quiet place where peace is found. No fancy words, just honest throne. Roots growing deep where we belong. Windows open, summer breeze, stories told beneath the old oak trees, faces worn with tales of the past. In that hush, our bonds held fast. When the voices left and doubts crept near, we stood tall, faced every fear. We survived the silence, held our ground in that quiet place where peace is found. No fancy words, just honest wrong. Roots growing deep where we belong. It's not the noise that makes the story shine, but the steady heartbeats in line. Through fields of quiet, side by side, our lives intertwined, nothing to We survived the silence, held our ground in that quiet place where peace is found. No fancy words, just honest wrong. Roots growing deep where we belong. So here we'll stay beneath the sky so wide, in silent strength, with love as our guide. The night hung quiet lamps flickered like they knew what we'd found. Coffee cold on the porch, but your laugh was warm. We didn't need the stars, just that worn down storm. You kicked the gravel boots, tapping soft and slow. The radio played that old song from long ago. Hands folded over mugs, steaming in the chill. Said maybe tonight we forget the world until every word was a step, every glance a new way. Like we were writing a story we'd never walk away. At our table by the firelight, where the night stretched wide, we chose each other. No need to run or hide, no promises written, just the quiet truth. In that moment, it was me and you. The porch swing creaked as you leaned in close, telling tales about your dreams and those you chose. The wind carried laughter from the barn down the lane, and something gentle settled without a claim. Time slowed its racing, took a breath, let it rest. We found comfort not in words, but in feeling blessed. At our table by the firelight, where the night stretched wide, we chose each other. No need to run or hide, no promises written, just the quiet truth. In that moment, it was me and no grand gestures, no loud applause, just two hearts learning their own cause. In the hum of that small town night's air, we built something honest, something rare. At our table by the firelight, where the night stretched wide, we chose each other. No need to run or hide, no promises written, just the quiet truth. In that moment, it was me and you. The dawn's early light didn't rush our goodbye, 'cause the night we stayed, we chose to try. The sun dips low over worn out fields. Dust rises slow where our promises once healed. You laid your dreams on the porch that night, sweat on your brow, hands gripping tight. I felt the weight of every word unsaid, the cost of love, the tears we both shed. Time's a traitor, never deals fair. What we lost was hanging in the air. Still the fire's warm, still the fire burns. In the wreckage, something still returns. What love cost us ain't in gold or fame. It's in the mornings calling your name. Through the cracks in the walls and through the lies, a place remains where love still lies. The porch swing creaks beneath the summer heat, old photographs scattered at our feet. The years have pulled and stretched us thin, but the heart remembers where it begins. Promises wear but don't disappear. In the quiet moments I still feel you near. Though pain taught us what we can't undo, that place of love stays honest and true. What love cost us ain't in gold or fame. It's in the mornings calling your name. Through the cracks in the walls and through the lies, a place remains where love still lies. Maybe we're broken, but not all the way. Some scars are proof we chose to stay. In the smoky air, I see your smile. Love's not gone, it's just been a while. What love cost us ain't in gold or fame. It's in the mornings calling your name. Through the cracks in the walls and through the lies, a place remains where love still lies. The porch light flickers through the night. Love's old call still feels just right. A story held in every sigh, where love lives on and never dies. Late nights spent all worn out tale, the quiet ain't for us. Broken roads and cigarette smoke, in the silence we combust. You had that stubborn heart, I had a restless mind. Two sparks on a dry field, every step a fight to find. The calm we chased like a river, slipping right out of our hands. Never made it past the thunder, never found those promised lands. But every storm we weathered only pulled us deeper in. Burning bridges on our own, way too wild to give in. We were never easy in the quiet, never soft in the still. Love was flames we couldn't tame, a wild horse running if I could shake the ground. We danced around the edges where the calm was never found. Broken words and worn out promises scattered in the breeze. Still we held on to the fire, burning down with such ease. Every heartache carved a story, every fight left a scar. We crashed and burned together, two wild souls afar. We were never easy in the quiet, never soft in the still. Love was flames we couldn't tame, a wild horse running uphill. And though the silence screams between us now, I wouldn't trade the pain. We were never easy in the quiet, but alive in the pouring rain. Now the nights are colder and the road ahead is clear, but I still feel that fire flicker, a memory held near. Maybe easy wasn't in our stars, maybe calm was never meant. But in every wild, chaotic moment, that's where our hearts were spent. We were never easy in the quiet, never soft in the still. Love was flames we couldn't tame, a wild horse running uphill. And though the silence screams between us now, I wouldn't trade the pain. We were never easy in the quiet, but alive in the pouring rain. No, we were never easy, but we sure were real. Just caught the train out of our old town, where streets were cracked and hopes ran down, holding hands beneath that tired neon sign. We didn't know then what we'd find. You wore your heart like worn out boots, stumbling through these silent routes. Every step on uneven ground was a love that we somehow found. And the city lights flickered hard, but your smile was my guard. Through the alleys where dreams were thin, we fought the noise to let love in. Loving you was the bravest thing in broken cities, through everything. When the world was cold and full of doubt, we made our own sky. When the stars burned out, dirty sidewalks and worn front steps, stories told in the cracks and cracks. You held me close, said we'd survive in the mess. We came alive, and the night air smelled like rain, washing clean all our pain. While the skyline cracked into my heart, kept beating true for you. Loving you was the bravest thing caught the train out of our old town, where loving you wore the bravest crown. No hum of the fridge, no screens and glow. We sat back in the silence, nowhere to go. The city dark, but here in this room found a different kind of afternoon. Curtains drawn, candles lit, we laid down our phones. Rewind the moments, no need for tones. My worn out boots tapped a quiet beat. Your hand found mine, felt the warmth repeat. No buzzing lights, no traffic sounds, just breathing slow. The night surrounds, lost in the hush, but somehow alive. We found a truth no tech could hide. When the power fades and the streets go cold, we're just two souls, stories untold, singing soft in the still, under moon so bright. We survived the silence of the powerless night. Old blues on the radio, a battered cassette. Your laugh broke the quiet, a sound I won't forget. Dusty floorboards creak beneath our feet. In that natural blackout, the world felt sweet. The hum is gone, but not our fire. In the stillness found something higher. No screens, no noise to distract our sight. Only the moment, only the light. When the power fades and the streets go cold, we're just two souls, stories untold, singing soft in the still, under moon so bright. We survived the silence of the powerless night. And when the morning peeks through cracked blinds, the magic lingers in our minds. No signal strong enough to make us forget the night we found peace without regret. When the power fades and the streets go cold, we're just two souls, stories untold, singing soft in the still, under moon so bright. We survived the silence of the powerless night. No hum, no glow, just you and me, in a quiet place where we're truly free. The morning breaks through the kitchen window. Coffee's brewing, sunlight paints the floor. 2 cups, 2 eyes, same breath, slow and steady. Learning how to live with something more. You showed up with worn out boots and a tired smile. Said you've been chasing a feeling for a while. I was standing in my quiet little town. You said, let me in, don't let this chance drown. No promises made and lightning strikes. Just 2 hearts finding room to breathe tonight. It's the space between the words we don't say, the gentle touch that reminds me you'll stay. With every step on this dusty road we're on, love's learning how to breathe, it's growing strong. We talk about dreams under wide open skies, trading stories, laughter, and quiet sighs. The city fades, your hand finds mine with ease. In this shared rhythm, we find breathing peace. No rush to race the setting sun. Just 2 souls blending, growing as one. It's the space between the words we don't say, the gentle touch that reminds me you'll stay. With every step on this dusty road we're on, love's learning how to breathe, it's growing strong. And when the nights get colder, we pull close, no need for cover. In every quiet moment, I find you near, learning to breathe with nothing to fear. It's the space between the words we don't say, the gentle touch that reminds me you'll stay. With every step on this dusty road we're on, love's learning how to breathe, it's growing strong. 2 nights in rhythm, side by side, breathing room where love can The kitchen light's still warm, but you're not around. Coffee's gone cold on this old wooden ground. We used to dance by the fire glow, laughing till the morning stole our breath slow. Now silent dinners fill the space where your smile used to trace my face. Every love that we don't share builds a wall too tall to bear. What love cost us when the silence screams more than words broke between our dreams. Hearts pay the toll in quiet despair when words tucked away in the drawer. Tell stories of a time we swore that nothing could ever pull us apart, but silence is way to crush the start. No shout can heal what time won't say. The moments lost slip away. What love cost us when the silence screams. More than words broke between our dreams. Hearts pay the toll in quiet despair. When words die out, love's left bare. Kitchen light flickers, a final scene in the quiet house of what might have been. Underneath the pale moonlight, the world feels soft and clear. Every moment next to you is all I hold near. We've walked these roads from morning sun to rising skies of blue. Your hand in mine, we face the storms, but I do it all for you. Coffee cups and midnight talks, laughter filling up this space. I wanna freeze this simple joy, keep it right here in place. Some days rush by like rivers wild, some not so still and true. If time could bend, I'd hold it close, just to spend more time with you. While the stars are still awake and the world's not gone to sleep, I'd carve our names in every dawn, promises to keep through every sunset fading slow, and every sky so blue. I'd do it all, yes, every step, just to be here with you. There's a porch light glowing soft, shadows dance upon the wall. We talk about our dreams and fears and catch each other when we fall. Your smile's the fire in cold nights, your voice a calm in noisy days. I'd travel any distance, cross any line just to hear you say, no rush, no hurry, no more lies, just a simple truth so true, that every breath, every heartbeat beats stronger here with you. While the stars are still awake and the world's not gone to sleep, I'd carve our names in every dawn, promises to keep through every sunset fading slow, and every sky so blue. keep these moments safe, like photographs that stay. But as long as skies turn dark and nights still feel this new, I'd do it all for us while I'm still here with you. While the stars are still awake and the world's not gonna sleep, I'd carve our names in every dawn, promises to keep through every sunset fading slow and every sky so blue. I'd do it all, yes, every step, just to be with you. Yeah, while the stars are still awake, I'd do it all for you. The sun dipped low on the ridge above town. People rushed home as the lights settled down. You and me, just a cooler and two chairs, found a patch of grass in that old rocking stair. We talked about dreams and the roads we'd take. Your hand found mine for old time's sake. Crickets started their simple, steady song beneath those stars where we both belong. No rush, no plans, just a midnight air, safe from the noise and the city's glare. Under one white canvas, we shared the night, two stories blending in the fading light. No need for words, just a quiet sky. That night we stayed where the stars filled night. The cool breeze carried a lost melody. Your laughter mixed with the oak and willow trees. Every moment stretched like the river bends. Time paused itself just to be our friend. No rush, no plans, just the midnight air, safe from the noise and the city's glare. Under one white canvas, we shared the night, two stories blending in the fading light. No need for words, just a quiet sky. That night we stayed where the stars felt night. And when dawn lifted its golden veil, we still held tight like the sturdy rails. Promises whispered in the morning glow, of places we'll go and the love we know. Under one white canvas, we share the night, two stories blending in the fading light. No need for words, just a quiet sky. Sunlight sneaking through the blinds, coffee brewing slow. 2 cups on the porch swing where the wildflowers grow. You caught my eye, I caught my breath in that small little town where promises are kept. Jacket, dusty from the day. I laughed at your old stories, words you hadn't meant to say. Walking down the gravel road, summer dust behind. Every step felt lighter, hearts beginning to unwind. No perfect script or fancy lines, just honest talk and time. Choosing every day to be yours and to be mine. This is how we love, when we choose each other. Like a river finds the sea, steady, true and free. No need for grand illusions or desperate reasons, just hands held tight beneath those endless skies. When we pick forever with our own 2 eyes. You'll laugh in the morning, way you say my name. A quiet kind of magic in this everyday game. Harvest moon above us feels bathed in silver light. Simple moments weaving stories deep into the night. No perfect script or fancy lines, just honest talk and time. Choosing every day to be yours and to be mine. This is how we love, when we choose each other. Like a river finds the sea, steady, true and free. No need for grand illusions or desperate reasons, just hands held tight beneath those endless skies. When we pick forever with our own 2 eyes. Sometimes the road is rough, the nights get cold and long, but knowing you're beside me keeps my heart strong. No fairy tales, just real wishes. In this life we build and share. Love's not found, it's chosen with the tender care. This is how we love, when we choose each other. Like a river finds the sea, steady, true and free. No need for grand illusions or desperate reasons, just hands held tight beneath those endless skies. When we picked forever with Under the pale kitchen light, we sat with tired eyes, coffee cold before us, and a house full of silent sighs. The summer rain just started, tapping heavy on the tin. We'd been walking on a wire, cursed by storms we couldn't win. Looked across the table, said, could we really make it through? Mountains high, roads so rough, skies never clear and blue. I reached for your weathered hands, hands that once felt like home, but now they trembled caution, fearing we'd soon be alone. I whispered, remember that night by the fire's last glow? We swore that no matter what, we'd never let go. When the storm nearly won and the thunder rolled deep, we held on like stubborn roots through the nights we couldn't sleep. Almost lost to the dark, almost gave up the fight, but that day, heart to heart, we found our way back to the light. Dust on the windowsill, a calendar torn and frayed, days crawling like slow rivers, dreams feeling far and delayed. We traded off stories, pain laid bare on the floor, two souls on the edge, wondering what we live for. You said, maybe we're near the end, maybe the time has come, but I saw a spark in your eyes, like a distant morning sun. When the storm nearly won and the thunder rolled deep, we held on like stubborn roots through the nights we couldn't sleep. Almost lost to the dark, almost gave up the fight, but that day, heart to heart, we found our way back to the light. Now the rain's just a memory, and the sun breaks through again. When the storm nearly won, love pulled us back in. The rain fell hard the night you left. That old porch light flickered, no regrets. But I stay put where the memories lie, watching time pass on this small town sky. Carved our names in the barnwood beam. Summer nights filled with Tennessee dreams. But the seasons shifted, the winds rearranged. Still I'm here standing, the man unchanged. Though the road got rough and the stories turned new, my heart didn't budge, it only chose you. I'm still here on Main Street, where our footprints faded slow, picking up the pieces where the wild rivers flow. When everything changed, I didn't turn or run. I'm still choosing you under the same old sun. You wore your worries like a well-worn coat, but I learned to read every line you wrote. Through the silence and storms that tested our name, I held on to us through the shift and change. No matter how far the tide pulls the view, I found my way back, still choosing you. I'm still here on Main Street, where our footprints faded slow, picking up the pieces where the wild rivers flow. When everything changed, I didn't turn or run. I'm still choosing you under the same old sun. Maybe love's not perfect, but it's brave and it's true. It's the quiet, steady beat in the hardest view. Through the cracks in the pavement, flowers will bloom, and I'm still choosing you. In every room, I'm still here on Main Street, where our footprints faded slow, picking up the pieces where the wild rivers flow. When everything changed, I didn't turn or run. I'm still choosing you under the same old sun. Yeah, I'm still here, still choosing you. The rain beats steady on our porch tonight. Old porch light flickering, just barely bright. You look my way with eyes that don't say much, but I know what you're feeling, girl. I've got that touch. We've been fighting storms in this little town. Words like wildfire knocking us down. But under all the noise, there's a truth that shines. I'd walk through fire just to make you mine. When the walls are closing in and tears start to fall, I swear I'd catch everyone, stand tall through it all. At our breaking point, when the world feels cold, I do it all for you. Every story untold, holding on tight through the hard and the true. Darling, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Remember that night by the old bandstand? Your hand found mine, whispered we'll withstand. Storms may come and try to tear us apart, but I got you right in the beat of my heart. No matter the thunder, no matter the fight, I'm here by your side, keeping the fire alive. At our breaking point, when the world feels cold, I do it all for you. Every story untold, holding on tight through the hard and the true. Darling, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Even when the silence crushes the air, I'll be your shelter, girl. I'll always care. No mountain too high, no river too wide. With you, there's nothing I can't survive. At our breaking point, when the world feels cold, I do it all for you. Every story untold, holding on tight through the hard and the true. Darling, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. So here we stand, after all the fight. I do it all just to see you smile out tonight. The lights went out on our old street, no power, no sound. Your fingertips tracing memories on the tired wallpaper around. We counted pennies and coffee cups where laughter used to grow, barely holding on to warmth but refuse to let it go. The fridge hums a lonely tune, echoes of better days. We're broken every pocket, but still we find ways. Broken windows, worn down souls, yet in the dark we make it whole. Flickers on an empty page, stories spilled without a stage. We don't have much to say, but we're still here every day. No silver spoon or chandelier, just a kitchen small and bare. We broke, but we stayed in the dark, holding tight to every spark. Your hand in mine in candlelight, faces leaning line, dreams traded for just getting by, but not a single sign of giving in to bitter cold or the silence that it brings. Inside these fractured walls, hope still softly sings. Broken furniture, worn down calls, still the heart of this place. Stalls, flickers on an empty page, stories spilled without a stage. We don't have much to say, but we're still here every day. No silver spoon or chandelier, just a kitchen small and bare. We broke, but we stayed in the dark, holding tight to every spark. Through the cracks in the ceiling, cold air finds its way, but your laugh's a wildfire that keeps the night from all decay. Flickers on an empty page, stories spilled without a stage. We don't have much to say, but we're still here every day. No silver spoon or chandelier, just a kitchen small and bare. We broke, but we stayed in the dark, holding tight to every spark. So here we'll be in the nothing, where the world forgot to look. Running flickers on an empty page in our uncharted book. Another restless morning breaks, the city hums and talks, but my heart's a quiet storm, still stuck inside those blocks. Years roll down like gravel roads, rough under worn out shoes. I kept my hands upon the wheel through every bruise and bruise. Neighbors heard the music fade, but I tuned into my soul, finding peace inside the noise, making broken things whole. Though the days get loud and the nights get wild, I'm holding on through every mile. I'm still shells. I carry all my yesterdays, but I'm learning how to help. The scars beneath my skin tell tales of winds and rain, but every storm just made me strong, footing firm again. Though the days get loud and the nights get wild, I'm holding on through every mile. I'm still standing loud, louder than the city sounds, shouting out my story in the silence that surrounds. The noise can't drown the fire or steal what's left behind. After all this time, I'm holding on, still holding on. Maybe one day the quiet wins, but for now I claim my space. Between the noise and what I lost, I find my steady grace. I'm still standing loud, louder than the city sounds, shouting out my story in the silence that surrounds. The noise can't drown the fire or steal what's left behind. After all this time, I'm holding on, still holding on. After all this time, yeah, I'm holding on. The sun was setting over Maple Lane. Two kids with dirt on their shoes and dreams to claim. Alive beneath the cottonwood, heart still wild and free. Never thought what we'd find would mean so much to me. You wore that faded flannel, old blue jeans with holes. I had my first guitar and a stack of worn out goals. We talked about forever on that rusty swing. Said we'd chase the morning, no matter what life would bring. Years went by like rivers, changing who we'd be, but your smile stayed steady, a constant melody. Still picking you from all the faces I've seen. No matter how the road bends, you're my evergreen. From those young reckless nights to the now and through, I'm still choosing you, just like I promised to do. We built a little house on town's old edge, painted dreams on the porch, made our own pledge. The world spun faster, but we held our ground. In every crowded room, it's your hand I found. Some days tested our patience, tried to pull us apart, but your laugh was the compass that guided my heart. Still picking you from all the faces I've seen. No matter how the road bends, you're my evergreen. From those young reckless nights clear. Still picking you from all the faces I've seen. No matter how